Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video. These tend to pop up every now and then. Really the biggest fan, of more of an interaction type of guy on Twitch, but it is time to actually make a prediction for the final season for ESL1 BF4. Of course, we are still in the group stages, so there is another video to come right before the LAN stage happens, and that is going to be in December 12th and 13th. And fingers crossed that I'll actually be able to make it to that event, because it's going to be pretty awesome, even though I have a very important university thing in the morning. But who cares? Esports takes it first, and then I have to run around between Germany and Belgium to actually make it there. However, excuse the bit of sound, I guess, in the background, but that's what happens when you live in the Italian sector of Brussels at 10:30 a.m. But hey, we have our group stages for EU. We're going to be talking about the European group stage, a bit of the Americas. It's not really my phase to talk about, it's more like Brett's, but it's pretty clear who should be able to pull out. And right now, it's after day one of the playoffs, it's all looking good, as predictions usually are right about this. Oceania are never updated, so Payo, let that guy know what is he doing to update the Oceania side, because we have no idea what's going on. I haven't even watched them, and I have no idea what's going on. Anyways, here's what we have. Group A: Penta Sports, Evolution Gamers, Enro Griffins, and Omega Esports. I really do think that Penta and EGZ should be able to take this no problem to make it to the finals. I think Penta should be able to beat EGZ, however, they would both make it out. EGZ through the lower bracket. If you don't know how the bracket functions, it's a double elimination GSL style tournament. If you don't watch the GSL, be sure to do it. StarCraft 2, it's pretty awesome. But you win twice, you're in. You lose twice, you're out. And then you have the final matchup where pretty much lose the second time and you're out, or you win the second and you are on to the LAN finals. Two players or two teams will be moving out, each from every group. One team from the Americas and one team from the Oceanic region, to make it a total of 8. The LAN finals on December 12th and 13th, right below. And hey, let's check out real quick any changes in the lineups. Of course, EGZ are now with Hysterias, Melisium, Safe, YSN. I mean, they've been going around a few changes here and there, but EGZ hopefully should be able to stabilize. They're a mix of the old ESLOne and SK lineup, should be pretty darn strong. So that's EGZ out of the way. Our team 2, the Enro Griffins. They have Asterix, Banan, Coach, Smooth Take, Spreka, who should be playing normally. I mean, they're a decent team, but I don't really think they should be able to pose any problem to seasoned veterans of Battlefield, because they still have Penta. And we're going to go into Penta right now, because they have a pretty darn good lineup. They're going up with Kami, Lexi, Quick, Smashu as a replacement for Nold, who was a very stable player at LAN. But I do think Smashu's superior experience and his calm under fire should be able to help them even more. Wirus being the team captain, one of the, I would have to say, one of the better players and one of the best team leaders for sure, as we saw them make it to the semifinals in the global finals at Gamescom, where I was there. It's pretty awesome. We have Omega, which is the final team, and Omega from Greece. They have some players from the Hellenic Armed Forces, so they're pretty much a mix from 8v8 and 5v5 players, but it's their 5v5 section, and they play a lot of versus. That's what I know. They're decent. I would say they're the best in Greece for sure. However, I don't really think they should be able to pose any problem towards the seasoned veterans, as we saw with Penta and EGZ just making it to the finals with a double win. Penta on top, obviously. I know that's something Safe does not really like too much, but I think he likes to take the top positions. However, Group B with Leisure, Natos, Fungus, Infamous, and Atlas. This is the group of death. If you want to watch awesome Battlefield, this is the one to go for, because they're going to be fighting tooth and nail for this one. Infamous have been in every single, well, their team in general have been in every single one of these ESL1s, and we see here Fred, Rella, or Rella doesn't play anymore, but it's Crema, Tony, Fred, Yas, and Zuzu as Fred replaced one of the EGC players actually at the end. I do think it is Hysterias. So Crema, Tony, Fred, Yas, and Zuzu. They're very, very good, except for Yas because it's Yasin. But all jokes aside, they are a very, very strong lineup, extremely aggressive team, so difficult to shut down, and they are pretty much the inverse of the European type of play, which is just sitting back and the Penta type of play. And I think the introduction of Smashu helps them out in that aggressive role because they normally wouldn't really have the confidence to move up. I think Smashu helps them out a lot in that situation. But that is the infamous lineup. Very, very strong team. I really think they should be moving on. Leisure. Now they have Banshing, Felix, Johannes, Momo, and Hete. So pretty decent lineup as well. We've seen Momo and Johannes actually playing before. I think Banshing as well. You've seen them actually qualify in the previous ESL1 season. So they were at Gamescom. We spent a nice evening after the matches. But not the Sfungus. This is where it gets a bit crazy because it's Vinny, Weshid. They're pretty much the Russian team from the 2015 Russian team that we saw really devastating a lot of teams in the World Cup that we were organized a few months ago with Nitrado. But these are mostly a mix of 8v8 and 5v5 players as well, but they are extremely impressive in their plays. We've seen Appeal, Hayes, Sugar, Vinny, Weshid, and Hypnoise, extremely strong players, and I think they should be able to measure up to even Infamous, but I still think Infamous should be able to make it. However, Atlas is the final team that we have here, and they have Frozen, Lennox, Gino, Luce, and Yaourts, the old players from Team Milos, please, obviously, plus Frozen that used to play for Leisure. We saw him last season. And Gino, I don't know if Gino's going to actually make it again to LAN. First time he was there was in April with MHSV. And I got to see 70 FOV, which is terrible. But he's a pretty good player, however, a bit emotional when he's playing. I think that's going to cause him a few problems. But in terms of Leisure v Atlas, this is going to be one hell of a game. If I were to bet my Ace 23 skin in someone, especially the white polka dot one, I would bet it on Atlas, and I would take Infamous. But Atlas, Infamous should move up with Infamous moving on to the finals. And Leisure, not the Sfungus, it's going to be another close one. However, personally, I think Infamous and Atlas should be able to make it to the finals. I don't think Leisure should pose a massive block in any team's way. I think Infamous should be able to dash through everybody. Well, Zuzu jump away from everybody. But this is going to be the group of death, if you ask me. Group B, because Group A is going to be pretty easy with Penta and EGC. My prediction, Infamous and Atlas make it to LAN. However, I really wish that everybody would make it there, because it might be a chance that I'll actually spend a night with everybody, just have some fun. And it really is about the fun at this point, since Fnatic are out, which really breaks everybody's heart. So Fnatic, if you're watching this, I hope you are. Even if you're not, let everybody know. Awesome team, 5 ESL 1s, and you didn't know that, obviously. And while they moved on to Overwatch, I hope they have the best times over there. I know they're already bashing on players, seem too easy, and I think that they should be bashing all the TF2 and Quake Pros, because I don't think they can really measure up in Overwatch, because it's so different to those games. That's just me. Maybe you'll see me on Overwatch. Alright, with Group C, the final group for the EU, it's ESLOne, Revo, Atlas, the Atlax teams for Mangoose Esports, and obviously B Genius, ESC. Of course, ESLOne versus B Genius. I think ESLOne should be able to take this pretty darn easily. It is, of course, their newest lineup, so they don't have Safe anymore. It's a bit of a shame, but have moved on, and ESLOne are an extremely strong team. They have Zika, they have Mayak, extremely strong themselves, and well, should be able to trample on B Genius no problem. Mango's team Adalax. This is if it were the old team, I would say yes, sure. But it's Rave, Assault, Fulsa, Queso, Pearls, Punch. I mean, yes. Usually it's Rave, Assault, and Dottie, Punch, and Fulsa that are playing. But I don't think that this measures up to the old Adalax team, and there should be no problem with Revo actually going for it, because my god, Revo. Tayu, Hawaii, Alien, Magix, Paxa, and sometimes Biscuit even playing. I mean, this team has just come out of nowhere after Gamescom and just beat the crap out of everybody, and it's fantastic. It's awesome. I love seeing new blood. However, will they be the new MHSV team, the biggest onliners? And that's my excuses to Gino, but that is true. Will they turn into our next MHSV if they actually make it to the LAN finals? If that's the case, I really do see ESLOne and Revo moving on. But Revo and LAN, I'm not sure what can be done. The beauty of this season is that it is anybody's game. There's no Fnatic, there's no team to destroy you and pummel you, whatever you try. Even though Fnatic never really used some fantastic tactics, but they're really smart. And it's going to take a bit more than just honor to win against them. But ABC, again, Penta, EGZ. From A, Group B, I see Infamous Atlas, though this is going to be one hell of a group. And Group C should be ESLOne and Revo, almost no problem. The schedule for that is going to be, in the European group stage, so starting off on Tuesday, 3/11, so in 2 days, and then it's going to go on for the next couple of weeks after that. So every single Tuesday on the ESL_BF4 channel with the guys from ESL. You'll see Jason, you'll see Mitch, and you'll see Machine, maybe some Pansy. We actually saw her once, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's my predictions for EU. Now let's hop on to the Americas, because this is another very interesting side of Battlefield, is that these teams play completely different almost to the Europeans, and I've seen some fantastic games casted, not just when I was casting one of the cups that we had before the qualifiers for the groups, but watching Brett's casting, I have to say, like, the matchups have been crazy. Elevate being one hell of a team, actually moving up a sponsor list, the old Dexterity team. Remember, actually making it to this side of the bracket means that you actually get some cash. I think it's $1,000, something like that. It's pretty good if you actually make it here. However, if you make it out, there's one slot to go to the LAN finals, and there you get, you know, a decent chunk of cash to actually make the travels and all of that. So it's pretty good. Any team should be able to make it there. However, that brings us back to Exile 5, and that's where it's a bit of a shame. Hopefully the team should be able to make it. That Pain, Slap, FAF Esports Limited Edition for Group B. That's going to be played tonight. It's going to be casted starting at 2100 CET now on ESL_BF4. It's going to be Brett having fun with some awesome Battlefield. Last night it was played the first group. Sponsorless Elevate made it out. I have to say there was pretty much no doubt about it. Maybe Uran be able to do something, but sponsorless Elevate moving up. And this is an example of the GSL style tournament. You can see the matchups and the colorations. You win twice, you're in. You lose twice, you're out, and then the rest as well. Group B is going to be playing tonight. Pain, Limited Editions, FAF Esports, and Slap. I think Pain and Slap is going to be one hell of a game, but I'm not really sure who should be able to win. Slap are extremely strong, but I do think Pain should be able to come out. I know Slap are another American hope, which would be cool to see elevated sponsor list. But in my mind, Limited Edition should take this. Pain should win on top. Slap versus Limited Edition, either on lower bracket, and Slap should be able to make it out. In my mind, Pain and Slap would be the two teams to make it to the final playoffs, and those aren't to be played yet. These should be played on actually next week. So they should be played next week. All games are best of 5, so oh my god, it should be pretty darn good. I know at least in these levels of playoffs. I know Brett doesn't really like Zavod, so here's hoping that he doesn't get any Zavod when he's casting. I got your back, bro. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, sponsorless Elevate make it out. It's Pain and Slap to make it through the groups, and then I would see sponsorless just destroying everybody else, because there's no way, even Elevate losing here, and it was pretty devastating actually. Wasn't too close. Pain Gaming and Slap, even if they make it out, Pain should be the only team that really would try to cause a dent with sponsorless. But I've seen sponsorless going triple sniper and just beating everybody. I don't remember exactly what they were playing against. I think it was limited edition a few weeks ago. But they're extremely strong. There's no way that anybody can take down sponsorless, the old Dexterity lineup. And yeah, should be seeing Dexterity move out. For Oceania, I have no idea because nobody ever updates that. So thanks, I guess. Is this even updated? No, okay. So nobody updates everything for Oceania. It breaks my heart. But here we go. That's gonna be it. Again, we'll go real quick for NA. NASA, I think sponsorless should be able to make it to LAN. This is where it really matters. If you don't make it to LAN, it's good, but this is the final season. You really want to go there. From the EU, I think Penta, EGZ make it to LAN. It's Atlas and Infamous. And on Group B and Group C, it should be ESLOne and Revo Esport. And I guess we'll have to talk again when this is done. We'll see how predictions have panned out so far in Pick'em CSGO for DreamHack Cluj. Everything was good until the third day when there was just upsets all around the board. So yeah, I'm not really sure how to do it. Hopefully there'll be upsets because that makes it even better. But hopefully we'll keep those upsets, like in English, to the LAN finals on December 12th and 13th in that weekend. If you're passing by, it should be free actually to go in. Might be able to even get a Q-pad mousepad. Pretty awesome if you don't have a mousepad. I have a desk pad, a very expensive Steel Series, but I guess this should be the end of it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see how the groups pan out in the next 3 weeks, and if I get my predictions right, then I get a cookie from each and every single person that no. If my predictions are right and I actually get to go to LAN, guess I'll see these teams. We'll have some awesome time casting some BF4, and if not, just spectating from home or just enjoying these games in general. This should be an awesome final season. Again, heartbreaking that Fnatic is in here, but at least they're giving the other teams a chance. That's what I have in mind. As Saif described it, now ESL1 is just, without Fnatic, it's just a load of onliners and bobs playing some Battlefield. I guess that's gonna be it. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for predictions for the LAN finals, and hopefully I am already on point. Bye-bye. A great time.